And we are live, and let me just double check to make sure that everything is working. Someone speak, please.
Hello.
All of our volumes are looking good. Hello, and welcome to Divine Heresy, a homebrew D&D 5th edition adventure and homebrew world created by myself, Nightsfall, and my cast of characters. Speaking of my casting of characters, let's go ahead and introduce them. We're going to start with the person at the number one position tonight, which is Elkson.
Hello. I am Damon the DM, not the DM right now. I'm playing Elkson Udikata, a white dragonborn druid fighter. So hopefully she'll be able to protect the people she cares about now, because the fighter is a bit of a new thing.
Should be interesting. Next, we have our Blue Mage Artist.
Hello, I'm Blue Mage Artist. I'm also not the DM tonight. I play Ares, the Goliath Barbarian, the strongest member in the party physically and mentally. Artwork you see tonight has been provided by me, except for the artwork that has not. And yes, looking forward to tonight.
All right, next, we have our Wizard Cat Dragon.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Miyagi Wormson, the Draconic Lineage Sorcerer, Divination Wizard with a Pact of Celestial Warlock.
Speaking of which, go and roll your divination dice for today.
Alrighty. Can do.
And let's see. You got a 4 and a 10.
Yep.
All right. And last but definitely not least, we have Corey.
I'm Heidi. I play Korisha. I am a Kaleshtar druid, Circle of the Stars. That sounds like Dancing with the Stars or something.
I mean,
not a celebrity. Don't do anything special.
I'm Corey Kardashian. Druid.
Oh God, never. Take that back.
I would say the majority of the party has very poor decks, so I would be careful on who your partner is. So
Mine's not bad.
Let's do a little bit of recap where we last left off. Our party was in Lahora, which is one of the 3 major cities in the Grand Duchy of Brendan. This city also happens to be the only one that can create skyships within the duchy. The group was... Oh, thank you for doing your Wheel of Woe. The group was going to attempt to find out more about Miyagi. This is his hometown. He was raised in the Temple of Arathis here. Upon visiting the temple, there was Father Pierce, who was in charge of the temple, was acting extremely odd. And all of a sudden, all of the people inside the temple removed their cloaks to reveal that they were all clones of Miyagi. At the end of the battle, Father Pierce was gone. Miyagi did do a couple sendings and found out that he was probably not having a great day. And the final Miyagi clone informed Miyagi that he, in fact, is a clone himself, and that if he does get close to Kairos, his free will be gone. The party had to deal with that while trying to figure out what to do next. They were going to try to go save Father Pierce, who they believed were in the sewers at some point. However, during their travels, they did befriend a golem who was selling magical items, in which Elkson got a fancy new rapier. The golem, who always wanted them to buy items for above market price value, also sold Hondir, which we are missing Autistic Gamer Sean today because he had real life issues, had to go to work. You know, real life always takes priority over gaming. I wish it wasn't so, but gotta pay bills, you know. So we will be Jaegering Hondir today. But Hondir obtained a manual of clay golem construction. Well, it seems like our party gathered the attention of a local thieves guild who call themselves the Enlightened. And that book was stolen. Racing through the streets, the party ended up catching up with the people who stole it, with the culprits. And during a very brief battle, they were able to retrieve the manual and located another scroll inside the book. A scroll of gate that was keyed to the 9 hells. I'm sorry, to the abyss. Correction, the abyss. It was around that time that fear struck the party. A fear greater than anything they have ever faced. Anything that they've ever tried to overcome. As a massive red dragon flew over the city, demolished buildings, set things on fire, massive explosions at the refinery of where the skyships were created. The party, racing out of the city, decided to forget about Father Pierce, and also left another former companion by name of Kotha, in the city. The last
Not my
sending,
choice.
the last sending was that she was okay
Completely her choice.
and that they should leave. In between all this, Elkson's former patron, Lady Leandra, the succubus, who was feeling a bit dejected after Elkson had promised to fulfill one task without question for saving Meowgi's familiar Ixpit. Elkson denied her patron, foregoing all of her warlock levels. Lady Leandra then kidnapped the pseudo-dragon Elkson has as a pet and Ixpit and put them into globes of invulnerability that she was shrinking and shrinking unless Elkson gave her the weapon that was gifted to her, the Descent, made from a branch of a dryad's tree and a moonstone that glittered in the entire chromatic spectrum. Given that this was no choice whatsoever, Elkson passed over the staff. In her final moments with them, she mentioned that she may look in on Elkson's mother for her again, and disappeared in fire and brimstone. The party is helping some of the refugees out of the city. Ares, side by side with Carvenom, the Minotaur who bested him in combat. Both of them taking parts of a wagon and pulling a group of children. As the smoke is climbing up past the horizon behind you, you all are on the road heading south, the same direction that you saw the dragon leave, the same direction that is Elkson's home. What are you all doing?
So this town is dead. I say we move on.
I need to check on my family. My home.
Alright, for butt pop. How many times do I have to say it?
Carvenom looks over to you, Ares. I think that we need to find a camp. The sun's going down. You start to see snow is starting to fall down. The air is getting chillier. You can start to see your breath. These people don't have supplies. Should camp out. Head out first thing in the morning.
Not sure why you're part of conversation, but I heed your advice. Yeltsin, Miyogi, Kori, I think it is important that we find camp and we settle for the night.
Of course. And
Yeah.
while this is happening, Allison's going to be just druid crafting a flower from her home and handing it to the kids to kind of help keep them calm.
You see a bunch of... well, go and give me a charisma check.
Not the best. That's 13.
13's good enough. It's not a very high DC. You see a bunch of the kids are going, ooh, ah. They are definitely amazed by your ability to create flowers out of nothing.
Friend Miyogi, are you okay? You look like someone stepped on tail.
No, having one's hometown kind of burned down kinda sucks. I'm not going to lie.
We're not quick. I might know exactly what you're going through.
Don't worry. It probably didn't burn all the way down. Yeah, and Car Venom's right next to Ares pulling this wagon, so he's in the conversation here. Come on, Runt, you need to pull a little bit harder.
And
We'll
if we
break
go,
you in two.
I already
if
did
we
that.
go and hunt down this dragon, then we can keep it from coming back.
But good luck with that. Y'all are fucking crazy.
Oh, we've already actually killed one. Ares did, actually. Almost single-handedly.
Yeah, and I beat the shit out of him, so what does that tell you? And I ain't going after that thing.
Okay, beat shit out of little, exaggerating a little bit. You barely won.
It's a win, baby. It's a win.
Okay, Vin Diesel, whatever you say.
Who's Vin Diesel?
An orc. A stupid orc who believes in family above all else, but continues to produce inferior product.
What does he produce? Like movies, books or something? I don't know. What's the movies?
What the hell is a movie?
What the hell is a movie?
I have no idea, actually.
He likes to do racing with the horse carriage, and he's all like with the arms, and he's all like yeah with the horse carriage, and it's very, very stupid. They stopped making sense years ago.
Well, if you spent more time in the gym and not watching stupid plays, you might have had a chance.
I will kill you, you bovine fuck.
Okay, take it easy on that. Oh, you're still here.
I think we should get some rest. Think about what we want to do.
Hi. Does someone want to give me a survival check to see how good of a campsite you find?
I only have a +1. It's not me.
I got a +1. That's it.
I have a +5.
Corey, find us a campsite.
Alright, I will give it a shot. And I will also guide myself.
Go for it.
Good because I have a 10. And let's see. Smart goals. Oh yeah, that sucks.
11.
But
Okay.
hang on a second. I might be able to do something here.
You gonna do a wheel?
Yeah. I am.
Oh, and a quick pause on the game while we do that. First off, I do want to say Happy Pride Month to everybody. Get that out there. And to make sure everybody knows that the world is a better place when people have the courage to stand up and be who they are. And if anybody has a problem with that, fuck them. That's it. So,
Ares, use your muscle.
14 on a survival check. You find a little...
Well, 14.
14. Okay. You find a little break in the trees, a little bit off the beaten path. It's sort of protected from vision, but if you're going to have a campfire, you'll be able to see it. They'll be able to see it from the road.
Don't we have 2 druids in group that could do druid craft? Perhaps make some sort of leafy-like cover.
Oh yeah, leafy cover with a red dragon out there. That's brilliant.
Roll initiative.
Don't forget, you need to have your long rest. So,
Allison,
Yeah.
if you like, I can kind of do a bit of a prayer and ask if everything will be okay at your home or whatever question you'd like me to ask. I mean, it can kind of look into the future for the next like 7 days.
I appreciate that, but honestly, it might just make the anxiety of the travel there worse.
Even if you find out that they may be okay? Well, you think about it. If you change your mind, let me know.
Okay.
you lead this small group of refugees that have tagged along with you into this circle opening. See, some of the kids are a little bit mollified, but you see everybody is shivering.
Miyagi's gonna cast Create Bonfire.
Well, as you're getting ready to cast this, you see Ixpit has already gathered wood, and you see him breathe out a bit of fire and start a fire.
I didn't know you could do that. Good
Neither
job,
did I.
Ixpit.
Neither did I. Just felt it. Did it.
I'm proud of you. Good boy.
I'm not a dog.
Right. Good fiend.
See, that's friend Miyagi. You can learn initiative from Yixbit. He sees cold weather, he goes fire. Learn.
That's right. And I'm even stronger now.
He's stronger.
And you actually see him. He does look more well defined. You see his normal red skin seems to start to appear to have like scales almost, similar to yours, Miyagi. And if you actually look at Ixpit, which you should be able to see in the PC folders, you have control
Yes.
over him. And he is a bit stronger.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Oh my god.
And he also has, look at the features that he has.
Oh dear.
You guys set camp for the night. Is anybody doing watches, or are you all just going to sleep?
No, I'm gonna watch first. I don't think Elkson's gonna be able to fall asleep right away anyways.
Very good point. So Elkson has first watch. Who has second?
I'll do it.
You
I'll
have-
do it with her because maybe in the last hour because I want to have a convo with Corey.
Okay. And then who has last watch?
I do.
Okay, so 3 watches. Elkson, go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch, please.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. Good to know.
Just too distracted.
Corey, you drift off to sleep. And in your mind, you see the changing of the stars, them moving rapidly, over and over, until these new constellations that you are now becoming more familiar with. But something's off. You see in the sky a red star. It's getting brighter and brighter. And your vision focuses on it. It expands until it takes your entirety of your vision. And there is a sinking feeling in your gut. it's like looking at this red star is all of the despair you felt at the passing of a loved one, all of the hopelessness that you felt when facing a criminal that you could not prove, but you know that they did this crime, but you could not prove it, and you knew that you had to let them go free, and you knew that they were going to create another victim. Fear of retaliation from this criminal, all of these negative emotions are just encompassed in this star. This is not right. This is not natural. This does not belong. And you see it get larger and larger. What do?
I'm going to take note of where it is in relation to the other stars.
You see it's in a position that is normally devoid of stars. It is just this small pocket of space where it normally, and you know these stars. I mean, this is your life. You know the constellations. This place was empty before the changing of the stars, and it was empty after the changing of the stars. But this red star is there. You see it get larger. And now it starts to encompass surrounding stars as their lights flicker and fade out till it becomes part of the red star. And you hear, not in any direction, but from within, all around you, soon. And you wake up for your watch. Alxin, for your watch, you wander away from camp and get lost a little bit. Your thoughts are on your mother and what would Lady Leandra do? How upset is she? Did you make the right choice? And your head is downcast until you walk right into Ares as he's standing up getting ready for his watch. You almost run right into him.
Oh, sorry.
It is okay, my dragon friend. Tell me, how are you feeling?
Anxious. I'm worried about what might be happening to my home, and that it's my fault. And
You mustn't blame yourself.
if the dragon does have something to do with Leandra, that means that it's my fault that this happened in Miyagi's hometown too.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of blaming oneself for the actions of others. Yes, you have a deal with the demon lady, and yes, it goes south, but at the end of the day, you are not responsible for actions of others. Only what you can control.
Oh, and Corey, you're here at this point in time as well.
Right.
But I pushed her to revenge. I made her mad.
No, that's not at all true. Everyone makes their own choices. She could have walked away. She could have just let you go. She chose to do what she's doing. It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not that you actively worked against her. You were very respectful. You were just like, listen, this is no longer the path for me. You did everything you could have done to get out of negative situation.
I guess I just now we have to go out of our way to protect my family.
But that's what friends do. And if it were one of us, you wouldn't blame them, right? And you'd be willing to go help us if it were our family.
Well, yeah, but
Well, have the same grace for yourself as you do for others.
Being friends means never having to say, "Can you please help me save my mother?"
I really appreciate you guys.
Okay, get some rest and we'll leave first thing in morning.
Okay.
You hear. That's car
From
venom.
the Minotaur.
Yep.
Why is he still here? Doesn't he have friends?
He has a bunch of friends around him as well. He's with the refugees. He was protecting them.
I suppose he's not so bad. I mean, he's not so good, but he's not so bad.
Stupid runt.
Just one hit. One hit.
So, Corey and Ares, go and roll me a perception check. Either one with advantage or both of you separate for your watch.
What's your perception?
Got a +9.
Go ahead, advantage.
I hit things, I don't see things. Okay, well, that's a 19 for one. That's pretty low roll for you.
Yeah. So
So that's a
22 with guidance, and for the other one, perception.
The cold weather makes my nipples hard, so obviously she is distracted.
And
Oh
it-
yeah, probably so. That would be a bit distracting.
diamond cutters.
Yeah, be like, hey, I need new stone for my piercings. Like, if you want to cut one.
So, assuming we don't get attacked by anything, I do want to talk to Corey.
All right. Feel free, go for it.
And while
go-
we're doing that, I want to take out one of my stash of stones for piercing, and I'm gonna just kind of poke my finger with it, draw a little bead of blood, put it on there, and then I'm gonna pierce myself in the location on my body in relation to where the red star was in my
Okay.
vision.
Do you look at the sky?
Yep.
You look directly at that blank space of space, and there's nothing there. But as soon as you move your eyes away from it, you can see just a little hint of red in your peripheral vision. But anytime you look directly at it, not there.
So that was a little creepy. Do you often stab yourself?
Track the stars on my body. It's just kind of the easiest way to do it. I'm not liable to lose my map that way.
So the piercings on body are map.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting.
I have written one too, but I've found that when traveling and everything else, you run the risk of losing something. This, not so much.
I had a friend who was a wizard and always complaining, "Have you seen my book? Have you seen my book?" So I
Right?
get these things.
Yeah, and I've got scars where some used to be that aren't now. Where on my body am I putting this one?
That would be almost directly above your heart.
Okay.
So I would say just maybe half an inch below your left collarbone.
Okay. So if I assume you're watching me do this, so I will pass along. Yeah, while this one I'm putting in right now, I had a very disturbing vision while I was resting of this red star, hence the blood. I don't
Do you think
know
the
what
red
it means, but it's not good. And I just kind of I'll like just excuse me for just a second. So I'm gonna walk a little bit away and throw up, and then I'll come back and sit down.
Are you feeling all right?
That that star. It's not a star. I don't know.
Do you think Red Star has
Yeah.
connection with the Red Dragon?
And you haven't seen the Red Star at all, Aries.
Well, I mean, she told me about a Red Star.
Right, absolutely.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. I just know that when I looked at it, like everything bad that like has ever happened, I just felt all of it like at once, just kind of boiling up in my stomach. It's just anger and fear and bad things. I don't know. But I guess I can't do anything about it at the moment, so I just want to make sure that I remember where it is. Even though I don't know that I could forget even if I wanted to, but it's now on the map.
You know, it's funny. I grew up in circus, and not too many concerns in the circus. Every day is, how do you say, dirty. But you know, I take step into the real world, and suddenly there's worm daddies, there's evil witches that want to ride dragons to destroy villages, and now doom stars. It's a lot to take in. But I want you to know, just like I told Elkson and just like I told Miyogi, you're my friend, Corey, and I'm here for you. If you need my muscle, it is yours.
Thank you. I'm here for you as well.
Speaking of which, I couldn't help but overhear you talking to Elkson earlier, and you mentioned something about being able to see into the future.
Well, I can't myself, but I can ask my quarry.
Now I know Elkson a little bit hesitant to inquire. You know, she has rational fears.
Sure.
But I would be bad friend if I saw opportunity to help and pass it up. Would it be possible to perhaps ask on my behalf to see where we are at as far as rescuing Yelkson's parents? Or mother and chieftain, I should say. She made it quite clear chieftain is not her daddy.
Yeah, sure. I get to ask a question and, you know, they'll answer me. I should probably be about as specific as possible with how I phrase it. Um, but it's and nothing is a guarantee. Things can always happen. Decisions can be made, choices made that may change what they tell me, like the outcome. But it's worth a shot, I think, if you're willing to. But the question I would have would be, would we share that information with her?
I am inclined to respect her wishes. She made it clear that this information would be of no help to her. So, unless it is something that would absolutely ruin her if she did not know, I think it would be best to be kept between you and me.
So we would use it to just kind of form our decision making a bit.
Absolutely. I want to make sure that we are able to help Elksin in the best possible way, and I don't want to set her up for her take.
Sure.
Now, important
Go ahead.
Important point of clarification. Do you happen to remember the name of her hometown? Because I do not.
Nobody has said it.
Nobody has said it, apparently.
Well, I don't necessarily need to know that because I just ask a question about a goal we have or an event or an activity that would occur within 7 days. So, I could just say, will they be okay, until we get there? Or,
Thinking more, we ask what they're, does the Red Dragon intend to visit Elksin's village in the next 7, well, there's his accent going, intend to go to Elksin's hometown in the next 7 days?
Yeah, I could certainly ask that.
Or what is Red Dragon's intentions? Because it is it's entirely possible that Dragon go nowhere near Elksin's village.
True.
And I wish Miyogi was awake, because I feel like he would know good question to ask. He's not very strong, but he's kinda smart. But I go wake Miyogi.
And Corey, another important point of clarification. You don't dream ever.
Right.
So you're not sure what this was. If it was a dream or something more. But you, as your people, you are severed from dreaming.
Did I lose you, Corey? You seem to be caught in thought.
Oh, that's just the thing is, I don't dream. So I don't know if this is like a vision or if it's, a message being sent to me by my quarry. I just don't know.
Help me out here, Corey. Are you hunting something?
No, quarry, not quarry like prey. Quarry like a spirit that I am attached to. It's a good spirit, don't worry. It's not like a poltergeist or something like that.
That would be terrifying.
Yes. No. This is it's a spirit, like, we kind of have like 2 minds in my one body. And I connect with them when I rest. sleep. And I can communicate with them when I'm awake, but I mean we don't speak as such to each other, but I can get kind of like gauge senses and emotions and things from them. So it's not like I can say, "Hey, what's up?" and they say, "Oh, not much." It's just kind of like a feeling. I mean, I can say what's up, but they don't respond in like words or voice so much as just a feeling.
And this is something you've had all your life?
Yep, I'm born with it.
I can't say I 100% understand, but I kind of get the general idea.
Yeah, it's just a part of me, basically. I mean, I'm used to it. It's kind of like, you have your strength. I have, my psychic things.
We each have our gifts.
Yeah, kind of like that. So, for me to have like a dream, I mean, I don't physically dream. So, I mean,
But you're
that's
not
the
sure if
only way I
this
can
is...
describe what happened is, to people, the best way is that it's like a dream. But for me, it's not because I can't. So it's just a matter of where this vision is coming from.
And your Corey never communicate with you like this prior to now?
Not like this. And that reminds me, they actually said something, so it's definitely not the quarry. Shit, that makes it worse. God, what if it's the star itself communicating to me?
The red one.
Yeah. It
That
says
may or may not be Red Dragon.
I hadn't even thought about that correlation, to be honest. I was just so surprised by the dream or the vision, whatever, that I haven't even had a chance to really process, except they said soon.
Corey, go ahead and give me a history check.
What? God, I swear to God, I'm gonna stop rolling these stupid beyond.
Red Star.
This sucks. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna wheel that. And a guidance. 11, 12 total. God, terrible.
Let's see, with a 12, you remember something in your teachings about a red star that appeared. Not sure how long ago. And it appeared in the sky in one night and was so bright it could be seen during the day. And when it disappeared, the entire world shook. That's all that you can remember, though. And it's about this time that we have to do a posture check and a stretch. And it is the end of your all's watch. Do you want to do anything before waking up Miyagi?
The spell?
Well, you wanted to talk to him first, right?
Yes, because Miyagi is very smart, and I feel like he would know exactly what question to ask.
You go
I'm
up
gonna
to,
go over.
real quick. Miyagi, you've been sleeping.
Yes, I have.
Peacefully till now, right?
And you do have a dream. It
This whole
is
notes section is going to be a dream journal.
a ball of yarn that you're just hitting with your paws. And you see him actually doing that, sleeping, just moving his hands. You have a pleasant night dream.
Ares is gonna completely misinterpret that. Miyagi, you're in danger. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Miyagi, you get shooken awake
What?
You were dreaming about Worm Daddy again. I saw you struggle. Are you
We're
okay?
making cutie biscuits.
Oh, also, I would like to remind Corey, you did find that one clasp that had, and you open it and you saw an eye inside. You do have that as well. If you've forgotten that, it's been a while.
It's been a while. But in Miyagi,
Yeah? Is it my turn?
it
17.
is.
Oh, dear.
But we have important question to ask you.
Okay.
So Corey can do this thing where she can find out what's going to happen in future. Something about the question, and it could be true, it could not be true. You know, sometimes God fucks with it. She was saying a lot, but we had an idea to find out if Red Dragon was going to attack Elkson's parents, or what the Red Dragon was going to do. But Ares, he's super strong, devilishly handsome, not so good with the questions.
Okay, so you need a question?
We need to word the question in such a way that we get maximum information with little room for misinterpretation.
Okay.
I was thinking about asking if, if they would be safe until we arrived, or I wasn't sure, but maybe, the red dragon question might be better. I don't know. I mean, I could always save it until later. It doesn't have to be now.
What about the question? Do we make it in time to save Elkson's family? You ruined a quite good dream, by the way.
Don't be silly, you were fighting Worm, I saw you.
I was playing with yarn.
Ares literally does not know what that means, but I'm going to bed. Let me know what you decide. And you're welcome for saving your life.
Thank you, dear.
I sleep on Miyagi's bed.
Give me just a flat D20 roll.
Me?
Aries.
Oh, okay. Let's see what
Okay.
happens.
Please don't crush the babies.
Oh, no.
No, I'm scared.
That's a 6.
You have cat hair all over you. You might cough up a hairball.
Yark.
Noted.
All right.
Yeah.
Aries goes to sleep. Corey, are you going to sleep? Are you casting something, or?
I think finding out if we make it in time to save Elkson's family is pretty important. I don't necessarily know.
Yeah, I know. I'd asked her if she wanted me to do it. She thought it might be more stressful for her to know. But
Speaking of which, Elkson, I need a charisma saving throw. Continue
Of course
on.
you do.
but Ares wanted me to ask on his behalf.
11.
11. I will leave it up to you if you get to sleep or not. Or if you're worried so much that you cannot sleep.
I think having an idea is better than not having an idea. It's ultimately about going in prepared, even if it's just for our sakes. Because if we get there, the whole town's ruined, burned to the ground. It may not be worth it. Because at that point, there would be nothing we can do. Another question could be that is Leandra the reason the dragon attacked? That's another good question.
So many good ones.
We could either know what we're getting ourselves into or what we are going to, or where this dragon came from. We've dealt with the dragon before, however, all signs seem to be pointed that Leandra might have had a play in this, but we don't necessarily know anything for certain. So I leave it up to you, Duke. Knowing if we'll make it there in time, or if Leandra's the reason for the attack.
I mean, honestly, I feel like you probably know Elkson the best, so I would rather defer to your judgment as to what the best question should be, and then, depending on the answer, if you want to tell her or keep it to ourselves.
Give me a wisdom check, Miyagi.
Gotcha. Wisdom. I'm not great at it.
I'll guide you.
Hopefully it rolls. So no foundry does possible for me. I saw the dice. I don't know what I got. I got a 17.
17. Elkson. He knows you very well. What do you think would be the most important thing for you to know right now? Would it be... Now keep in mind, this spell doesn't take into account things that may change in the future. So you might not get the correct answer about the safety of your home. But you should get the correct answer if Leandra was behind the dragon attack.
She would want to know if it was her fault, the dragon attack, if it was Leandra.
Okay. Personally, that was the question I was leaning towards.
That's what I figured, but I wanted to make sure that Elkson got a say in it.
I appreciate it. We've had enough talks about characters. I feel like Josh genuinely does know Elkson fairly well.
Either which way, I feel like it would be best if we understood where the dragon came from and who's in charge of it. So I think asking if Leandra's behind the attack would be the better question.
Okay, so should I ask directly, Is Leandra responsible for the red dragon attack?
Yes.
Okay. Then I shall cast the spell.
And sorry, I had to do something real quick.
Woo! Knowledge.
All right, you cast divination. You start setting out your incense. Take your symbol of the stars. And what are you offering? Because you need to offer something that's worth at least 25 gold.
I will offer one of the gems that I use for my piercings.
Okay. Miyagi, this is an interesting casting that you're observing. It's a lot more... It's very ritualistic, but there's no arcane component at all. And you see as the incense burns, the smoke goes up, the smoke comes back down, surrounds the stone, and it starts to burn. And all that smoke is in this space. And you see Corey sitting there, cross-legged, her hands out in sort of a meditative trance. As this smoke goes into her nose, her eyes open up, and you can even see her pupils start to get wider and wider and wider, as if she's seeing everything. Corey, on that specific question, it's very rare for this spell to give you answers, like in words. It's more of riddles and cryptic messages up for interpretation. You feel the heat from the campfire, the wind shift, and you feel that on your right side, this wind with just this heat emanating from it. But then on your left, you feel wind that is cold. Two separate instances, definitely different. So what does your mind think about that?
That there's not a correlation between the two.
I would say that is a safe bet. Come out of your trance, and what do you do?
I actually got a pretty clear answer on that, which doesn't always happen. But this time was pretty definitive. There isn't a correlation between the two. It has nothing to do with Elkson.
Oh, that's good. That's great, actually.
Yeah. Would you like to tell her?
I will in the morning.
Is she even asleep?
I'll look over towards Elkson. Is she, asleep?
Elkson?
You can tell she's not fully out. She's just basically trying to rest.
It might help settle her mind if we told her. And that she could actually sleep.
So, he's gonna wander over to Elkson, sit cross-legged, and just kind of, plop his hands on his knees. So, I don't necessarily know if you can hear me right now, but, we did a little thing. Good news is, this wasn't you. It wasn't Leandra. So, this wasn't your fault. Who was controlling that dragon? We don't know. But it certainly wasn't your fault, so if you're having a pity party, Please don't. It's undeserving.
You'll see a little smile in the corner of her mouth, but she doesn't say anything.
I will say that Elkson will not suffer from exhaustion after hearing that news.
She gets some rest, and Miyagi will kiss her forehead, and get back and to Corey and be like, so I think it's all settled. I think it's all good. Hopefully we don't have to fight a dragon, though. I hope not.
Really hope not.
But she should probably get some rest. Got a few more hours. You definitely need it.
All right. Corey, you go down to rest. Miyagi, perception check. Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Are you sure?
Oops, that's not a good question.
It says it on my D&D Beyond character sheet.
Okay. Gloomstalkers are great.
Oh dear. Yes, I do have dark vision. Haha.
No, that's great, because if you have dark vision, they're invisible.
Oh dear.
Crap. You're feeling all cool about it for half a second there.
And then I just smash.
Right out from under you.
Yeah. That's an 11.
An 11. That's it?
Yeah. I rolled poorly. I rolled a 6 and an 8.
You complete your watch with no effects. Probably the flying dragon around the area scared a lot of things away.
Hopefully.
You wake up in the morning, along with all the refugees in Carvenom. Well, I'm thinking about taking these people up to the capital. What about y'all? Runt, what are you doing? You're muted.
The cat hair. So much hair. The hell, Miyagi.
Well,
Why'd you sleep in my bed?
be careful what you eat there, Runt.
Yeah, wasn't my intention. I was going to wait until you did spell, but I accidentally fell asleep. Ah!
So y'all gonna come with to the capital?
No,
Yeah,
I think we're gonna go try and chase that dragon, actually.
Fucking idiots. Best of luck.
Cow person. Stay alive until you get the chance of a rematch.
Anytime, anywhere, I'll give you the beating again.
Yeah. Take care, cow person.
You too, Runt. And he just gives you a nod up. Not the nod down, the nod up.
Yes. Respect.
And he starts leading refugees in a different direction. The rest of you wake up fully rested. You see the smoke has died down. You're on top of a little bit of a hill and you can see a bit of the city. Not all of it's destroyed. Big chunk of it is definitely smoking. But it's not gone.
Sifra and Miyagi, city persevere.
That's good. It's always good.
I need a wisdom saving throw from Corey.
Luckily I have advantage. Of course. 30 and 23. So
You
30.
have a feeling of someone watching you. And you look around and you don't see anything. And you almost you physically push something away, and then it's gone.
You okay there, Corey?
Everything okay?
So much weird going on right now. I don't even know.
Is it your friend, the one that you were telling me about?
No, this just felt like something pushing into me. Trying to.
Not pushing into you, watching you.
Watching me.
Yep. Definitely different.
Yeah. And I don't see anything. Or
Nope.
smell anything or...
Nope.
Look around, do I see
You're
anything?
about to say same thing. I'm gonna take a real hard gander.
Roll perception checks.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
17?
17, okay. Aries?
18.
18, okay. You don't see anything. Actually, with the 18, you do notice, as Corey's getting her pack together and everything, you see that cloak that she took off the thief. It's just hanging outside.
Oh, she's not. She doesn't have it. She's just hanging there.
Yeah, it's hanging out of her pack. She's about to put it in. And thank you for the follow there, Perfect Demon.
Corey, before you put that away, may I take a look at the cloak?
Sure. I'll hand it
I'm
over.
gonna investigate it.
Roll an investigation check.
Not my strong suit.
I'll assist.
That's a nat 1 with a 1 for a 2.
Well, right before you said that, Corey said that she would assist, which means you have advantage.
I get advantage because I need it.
Which means you cannot guidance.
That is a 12.
The cloak itself is pretty ratty. The only thing that's nice on it is the clasp that holds it closed, which, if you remember, is a convex brass circle that has 4 stems coming out of it that end in smaller circles.
Did I notice before when she opened it that it had an eye in it, or was that just something that she noticed?
That's only something she noticed. She hasn't shared it with the party yet.
All right, I'm going to investigate.
I will tell you.
No, tell him.
Like I'd seen an eye in it when I opened it.
As I'm opening it, I'm like, eye? What does... Ah, crap!
You see, do you throw it down?
Yes, I throw it
Okay.
down. Look.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, yeah, because I suck at that. Just
You should be
strength
good at
or
that.
athletics.
Strength. Just pure strength.
He's going to see if he's going to break it and set it free.
27.
Yes, you definitely, as you throw it down, you end up throwing it down on a rock, and you hear a metal clink as this entire thing opens, and out floats out the smallest beholder you've ever seen with 4 eye stalks.
Do I think it's cute or is it terrifying?
Well, look in Discord and you tell me.
That is the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
Is it?
Under just our group chat?
Actually, just do a search for Gazer. Gazer.
This is a lot of work on my part, Nightfall.
Well, you know what? Aneurysms happen all the time.
Let's see. Gazer.
Apoplexy.
Okay. So my initial instinct, unless somebody stops me, is to squash it.
I'll like try to scoop it up.
I mean, it is looking around like wildly, and you see it starting to float back towards the city.
Kneel! And I'm going to try to grab it.
Roll in athletics. Corey, you can do the same.
All right.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6. These dice suck.
It's in your hand.
I got a 6 too, but I have a 14 for athletics.
0.
It's in your hands.
Is it? What's the texture like? Is it slimy, gooey, like rough?
It is squishy.
All right. So Ares, for the most part, is a very tough person. But he has a thing for squeamish things. He's, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
You don't get a save because it's in your hand, but you feel cold in your hand. Now, granted, you're resistant to cold, so it's not going to bother you that much. But you do take. I'm going to say you automatically fail your dexterity saving throw because you take 5 points of cold damage, and that's already halved.
Got it.
As you feel like an icicle's piercing the inside of your hand.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Corey, please take this thing. Be careful. It's cold and it's going to hurt you. But take it.
If it's cold, let me hold it. Now I'll take it.
Yeah, you take it.
It's not like this, Elkson. This is a small, maybe
I
inch
know.
wide thing.
All right, take it.
As it's trying to escape.
Hello there, little thing.
As you see another eye ray shoots out at you. It is going to.
Can I roll an animal handling on this thing?
No, it's not a beast. I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Not terrible. 21.
21. You are not frightened of it.
Hello, little squishy thing. We can't be friends. You don't have to try and hurt us. We're just as confused as you probably are right now.
I'm gonna grab the cloak and try to wrap it in the cloak.
All right, hold on for 1 second. You see it opens up its mouth and will say,
"Release me now!"
You can
Doesn't
talk.
really inspire me to do that.
What the fuck are you?
You tell us what you are and where you're trying to go.
it will then open up its mouth again and say,
None of your concern, none of your concern, none of your concern.
Your voice is pretty inconsistent.
Release me now!
Is this like a doll where it only has set phrases it can say? This is the freakiest doll I've ever seen.
I don't think it's a doll. It seems to be very much alive.
see 2 other rays shoot out at the same time. One towards Elkson, one towards Ares. Elkson, wisdom saving throw. Ares, wisdom saving throw.
Oh crap!
Oh boy.
Not bad. An 18.
18, you are not afraid of it.
15.
15, you are not charmed by it.
Miyogi, your little X-Bit friend. Maybe he can, talk to it.
Dinner! This is great breakfast. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love eyeballs. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it?
I tell Ixbit to eat it.
Ixbit's going for it. He
Go for
jumps
it.
on Elkson and tries to get at the thing. Do you let it go? You're mute.
For that?
What's that?
Nope, I'm not gonna be a part of that. Just go get your food.
All right, Ixbit goes after it. Anybody doing anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Ixbit easily catches it in his claw, and you can see, yummy, pops in his mouth, and you hear plop as the eyeball bursts.
I don't even feel bad about this.
That's just so gross. I'm good. No,
You see a little bit of green.
Guys.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna pull out like a handkerchief and just like clean Ixbit's mouth and give him a huge
And-
high five.
And right before it pops. You do hear.
Revenge will be mine.
Like on the way out.
So this was an entirely unpleasant
Like eating a
experience.
jalapeno.
No good came from this interaction whatsoever.
Spit. Brush your
Yep.
teeth.
What is that?
Meowgie, you haven't brushed his teeth?
Why would you brush your teeth? There's no fur.
He makes a
gonna
valid
just
point.
pack-
You're gonna have
Stuff and
eyeball
get ready
breath.
to go.
Do you smell his breath?
We all smell his blood, Miyagi. It's not pleasant.
Hey, he is a beautiful boy.
Well, yeah,
And-
but
Oh,
even,
so
like beautiful
should
things don't want eyeball breath.
Hey,
He takes
created
out a piece.
fire. This is his reward.
He takes out a piece of one of the eye stalks. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I share? Here you go. He holds it out to Corey.
No, thank you. You can floss with that if you like.
Okay. And he starts flossing with it.
So, I know I filled on Elkson. I don't know if she was conscious. Let's just get everything out on the table. Dragon attack didn't correlate with Leandra. So, kudos. It's not Elkson's fault. So, where are we going? Have we decided on going to? I didn't like that laugh. So are we going to go try and save a village?
It was just an 18 on the die. It's okay.
I think it's still prudent to visit village. Just because Leandra is not responsible does not mean village is safe.
Yeah, because she did make that threat, so.
Also, Elkson, we had huge conversation about this last night. What is the name of your village?
DM? I don't remember.
You never named it.
It's unincorporated.
I did name it, though.
Paper
I
Town.
thought you did.
Arrington.
What is it?
Arrington.
Arrington?
Then
It was founded by a man named Arrington, and they cut off the T-E-N and added Den, D-E-N.
It's Arrington. It's up in the mountains a ways.
with you. Were we going to huff it on foot, or were we going to do fancy wind spell?
I mean, that's entirely up to her whether she wants to use the fancy wind spell or not.
Elkson, you would know the wind spell would definitely get you much closer very quickly, but once you get up into the mountains, the winds are extremely harsh and would not be advisable. So you can get maybe 2 days out from the village right now. But if you try to get to the village, that wind spell, there will be massive consequences.
We wouldn't be able to do it the entire way. We'd be able to do it a good chunk of the way, but once you actually get there, the winds are pretty bad. And I can't imagine that us being little clouds or whatever in really harsh winds would go well.
Yeah, probably not. But if it could save us some time up to that point, I think it would save us time and also potentially keep us out of harm's way as well.
I'm going to take a moment to pray to my god, Cord.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cord. Don't really pray that often, but I'm in need of information. How fast can a dragon fly?
Roll me a
You just-
percentile.
Do you just say that out loud, or are you just saying
Like
that?
literally, it's a prayer, so it is an out loud prayer. You said percentile die?
Yeah.
74.
A few moments go by. few more moments go by. And then give me a dexterity saving throw.
Apparently wasn't impressed with your question.
It was a 19, then it rolled to a 3, so that's a 5 for my dexterity.
You feel something hot splat on your head. The rest of you see this white streak on the back of Ares' head that's starting to drip down his neck.
Ares, I think a bird just pooped on your head.
It is a sign from Cord. I don't know what it means, but it is relevant to...
That we're up shit creek? I don't know.
Does the shit form a number in the back of head?
A 1.
Big long 1.
Miyagi will
It's turning out to be a
prestidigitate.
gross morning.
The shit is no longer on you.
There you go, buddy.
Apparently Cord doesn't know how fast dragon flies. Do any of you know how fast a dragon flies?
What sort of roll could I do? Could I do an Arcana or a
Sure,
history?
you can do an Arcana with disadvantage.
Okay,
Could I do a nature?
Nature with disadvantage.
Arcana with disadvantage.
It's a 12.
Dragons haven't been around. You have no basis.
I rolled the same thing twice, so we are looking at a 23.
No idea. Again, dragons have not been around. There's no one living who has seen a dragon until recently. So you have and you haven't done any research on dragons at all. So you have no frame of reference.
Leandra was talking about riding a dragon. I didn't know if maybe she would have said something about how fast they were going.
Nope.
Oh dear, you have much better relationship with your god. Can you ask him how fast the dragon would fly?
I would not bother more than the Allhammer with something so trivial. We need to get moving. Every second that we are wasting here is a second that Elkson's family and village is at risk.
Whoa, Hundir, I don't know what side of bed you woke up on this morning. You are way feistier than you normally are. Have a Red Bull and calm down.
I do
Goodness
have one
gracious.
question while we're all together, though. I don't know if it will have any relation to what is going on or not. But I had this terrible vision last night. And it's not a dream because I don't dream. And I don't believe it was from my quarry spirit because they don't speak to me. And this did. And then I'm going to tell them about the Red Star and what I know about history from the Red Star and see if anyone else has ever heard of such a thing.
Elkson can roll history at disadvantage. Miyagi can roll history. Ares, you are in the Feywild.
Hondir know anything?
That's
Hondir
19. Okay, so...
does not know.
history-
Okay.
Damn, that was a 19 at first, but 13?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Could I roll religion? Or
You can
just
roll history.
Alright.
Histoire.
9.
Nope.
9.
All right. So, am I assuming that you all are going to be doing the wind walk spell?
Yeah, I'll cast it.
Okay. You guys cast it. And you're traveling at massively fast speeds.
Making sure to keep Ignis and Crimson close.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see while we're wind walking, or is it kind of like
Yes.
just white space?
We could see and everything, you just can't communicate with each other. I mean, I think I should be able to communicate though because I have psychic thing, but
You can do telepathic, yes, but you can't speak.
Right.
I want to see if I can keep an eye out and see if we pass the red dragon as we zoom towards the mountain.
Sure, you can give me a perception check.
Yeah, I think we'd all be looking there.
Yeah,
No, I would be.
everybody can give me a perception.
23.
Okay. Anybody else?
27.
You
You
see
only have one thing, can you, Corey?
What's that?
I was just teasing. Go ahead.
you see the flies and guide people away. You see the wings of a swarm of mosquitoes and you avoid them with your 27. There is no other dragons. There are nothing that is chasing you or anything. You're confident. So we're going to speed up travel a little bit. You guys spend the day flying, and it cuts off like 5 days off of your travel by this spell. And you land half in the mountain range. And you know you have some traveling on foot that you have to do. Now the spell lasts for 8 hours, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So you land at the 8-hour mark. You're in rocky terrain. Snow is falling. For those of you without cold weather gear, which would be everybody, and those people without cold resistance, it's cold. It is extremely cold. You have disadvantage on ability checks at this point in time. Until
Let's
you
see if we can find a pack of dire wolves to make fur coats out of.
No, we're not going to want to mess with dire wolves because those packs are huge around here. If you see one, we run.
And it's funny that you say that because, Corey, you see one wolf staring at you behind you. And it is
Not in relation
large.
to that, but I was already planning on druid wild shaping into a dire wolf and offering to give someone a ride so they can be warmer.
Mm-hmm. And you all start to hear the howls.
Ares is not afraid, but I know that you guys are not as strong as Ares. Perhaps we should, get them moving.
Can I cast Animal Friendship?
Oh.
You could give me a wisdom check real quick.
Right?
When I turn into a dire wolf, am I able to smell them around us?
Yes, and there are many. These are
21.
you can just look at them and see these aren't natural wolves. These are monstrosities. These are not just dire wolves. These are winter wolves that have the magic to breathe cold. Animal friendship will not work.
I will growl lowly and kind of gesture towards like Corey or Meowgie, someone to get on my back so we can get going.
You see the one wolf that you do see, his head starts to lower. He's a good 60 feet away from you guys at this point in time. And then
Continue the growl while I wait for somebody.
Corey, I think you should hop on Oxen.
boss, I think we need to run.
I grab Miyogi and put him over my shoulder and just start to haul ass.
Yep.
Right.
And
You guys run.
Corey's on.
And then
Ares, since you ran first, I need a survival check from you.
Not my strong suit. 17.
17. All right, you're running, and you see these other like stone pillars coming up. Not really pillars, but just like, mini cliffs. And you turn and you see a wolf down to your right, and you run again, keep on running, and the snow's getting bigger and bigger. And then you run right into a dead end. Let's go ahead and show the map.
What did you do?
How am I supposed to know? Mountain look like mountain. How am I supposed to... Where's Elkson?
So let's go ahead and show this.
Guys, we get to.
And you start to see multiple wolves around you.
Those are big wolves.
Those are big wolves.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm just continuing to growl the entire time.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to change you into wild shape.
That is a 21 for initiative.
All right.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
All right. So let's pull this up. All right. So we have that one. Expit will go on your initiative count, by the way.
Okay.
And 21 from Elkson. Let me mark that. All right, Aries, what'd you get?
Hold on, I still got stuff to do. Rolled the exact same thing twice, but I get to add a D8 to this. Dirty 20.
Alrighty. Elkson. Let me first try to get a little bit of music. It's not really working that well.
How far away is the closest wolf?
The closest wolf would be 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from you.
I am going. So Corey's on my back, so I automatically just have pack tactics because the Corey's going with me where I go at the moment.
Okay.
So, till she says that she hops off. So I am. Are these winter wolves? Are they bigger than I am as a dire
The
wolf,
same
or-
size as you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna charge and bite at one's neck.
Go for it.
I've done enough warning with all of the growling, and they're just advancing. That is a 18.
18 definitely hits.
Huzzah! Yoink. Yoink. That's... Ooh, I rolled high. 14 piercing damage, and it has to make a strength saving throw.
Alrighty. Strength saving throw is a 17.
Okay, so it's not knocked prone, but I am chomping on his neck right now.
Alrighty. Does that complete your turn?
Yep.
Alright, you see this one starts to move up. And we'll take a bite at Corey. That's an 18 to hit.
Let's see, that should hit. Yes.
All right, that is
She's not harder to hit or anything because she's on my back.
nope. That is 12 piercing damage, and I need you to do a strength saving throw.
Right. That's not gonna do me any favors. 16.
It bites you on your leg. The teeth pierce your skin. You're starting to bleed as you feel it try to pull you off, and you just, with a scream, you yank your leg out of its mouth. You are not knocked prone.
Okay. I took how many damage?
12.
Okay.
I already have it on your foundry.
All right. Thank you.
Ares, it is your turn.
Okay. Does it cost me anything to drop Miyagi?
Mm-mm.
Alright, I drop Miyagi.
Well, it will cost you a bonus action if you want to place him down. If you drop him, it's a free action.
Drop him.
Drop him. Miyagi, you are prone.
Okay.
Bonus action, rage.
I kind of figured you were saving that.
And then I'm going to go for the one that is attacking, the one that Elkson already bit.
All right. So you move up 5, 10, 15, 20. You're not able to get into a flanking position because he is blocking that with, I'm sure
That's
you can
fine.
see it. You can see it on the stream.
Yep, then I will just go to wherever I can. I guess that spot's fine. And I'm going to attack recklessly.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. First action will be... Come on. $26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Alright, I'm going to use my Cestus ability, Forceful Strike, to roll 2 hit die.
Okay.
And additional damage. My hit die, I want to say, is a D10.
For barbarians, it's a D12. D10 for your fighter.
D12 is even better. Alright. So the first damage will be 10, and then let's do 2 D12. D12 is the one that almost looks like a D20?
Correct. Don't forget, you take some of that as well.
I know. For an additional 10, so that's going to be 20 from my first strike, I take 10 damage.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, I'm actually going to try to grapple it.
Go for it.
Is that athletics?
Yep.
And is that at advantage as well, because I'm reckless, right?
Well, you're raging. You have advantage on it
Okay.
anyway.
First
Just a
roll sucked.
Just a contested roll, which I don't think you're going to have any problem.
32.
It got an 8. So it is grappled.
All right, now one quick question for you. Let me just find my ability here. Give me one sec. Where's my fighter? Crap. It's at the start of your turn. Okay, never mind. So that'll be next turn.
Okay.
That'll be it for my go.
All right, Miyagi, it is your turn. You are prone.
I will stand up,
Half your movement.
half my movement, kind of dust myself off. Oh dear, are we sure we want to fight? And the one closest to me, I'm going to quicken spell magic missile. Let me spend hot minutes to use this. Quicken spell magic missile. It's going to cost 2 sorcery points. No, you know what? I'm going with the big boy. Fuck it, fireball. So let me do fireball. Let's do it at 5th level.
Well, we ain't playing games.
No, fuck this. And sorry, guys.
Okay. That will hit Ares, Elkson, Corey. I need you all to roll dexterity saving throws. What's the DC?
DC is. Let me pull it up.
I have advantage because I can do both against spells and then effects I could see or
Yep.
not. incapacitated.
15.
That's a
15.
nat. Oh, well, I got a nat 20.
Okay. Both of the
I
Winter
got-
Wolves fail.
I got an 18.
Can
Okay.
my nat 20 be used to help Corey since she's on my back?
Nope.
Damn.
Well, I got an 8.
Roll your damage.
I tried.
That's alright.
36 damage.
36 damage. You see
So
the one?
halved would be 13.
Half would be 18.
And then what's half of 18? 9? Okay, so I take 9 damage. Because I'm tough.
And Elkson, you take half, so 36 is 18.
Yeah.
Okay, you're at 25 right now, and you already put it into your forge character, Corey. All right.
And then as
Both of
my
the wolves
action-
fail, and the one that Ares is grappling is almost dead.
Okay. As my action, I'm going to go. Let's do cantrip. Where is magic? Or not magic missile. I want to do Eldritch Blast. Just seem to
Go for it. Which one? The one that Ares is grappling?
No, the one that I targeted.
Okay.
Basically, just trying to pull.
Well, as soon as you hit the spell, I'll see which one you targeted.
Oh, yeah. Where is Eldritch Blast? There it is. Motherfucker.
Eldritch Blast.
Fuck it. It popped up there. That's
Okay.
a dirty 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Alrighty, that's 3 points of force damage.
All right.
That's one beam. Second beam is 26 to hit, 6 points of damage.
Yeah, these guys' AC is 13, just so you know.
Oh,
All right, does that complete your turn?
Big wolves are easy to hit.
yeah, that completes my turn. Let me pull cantrips down. There we go. I'm not used to using this menu.
This winter wolf will come up and flank Ares. Attempt to bite him. Does 17 to hit?
Yes.
That is 6 piercing damage reduced.
He's within, hold on, he's within 5 feet. Gift of Metallic Dragon Protective Wings. +4 to his AC.
That would be a miss.
Then you miss. You do not take 3 piercing damage.
I
Thanks,
got
Nelson.
it, I might as well use it.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Corey, your turn.
Okie dokie.
So just like the idea of a giant wing popping out of a direwolf to smack away another wolf.
That's what I was going to say. What does it look like? That's awesome.
Alright.
I like to imagine the wing like smacks and is like, no.
It smacks him on his nose.
Okay, so trying to think. The one is grappled, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one on the right, next to
Correct.
Ares. Okay. Can I do like a 20-foot cube to catch? Let's see, the one on Ares' left and the one at the top. Or
Well, this
Ares or not?
Well, this thing is about 15 feet high, so that's gonna take up a lot of your space there to get the one on the top.
Okay. Let's see. What would I have to use to climb off Elkson? Is that just my movement or is that an action?
It'll take 5 feet to get off her.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
And then I will use.
You do have this wolf, right? Who's still engaged in you.
All right. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into my starry form.
Okay.
And the archer. And then I will do use crap. So close to it though. I'll see. Shit, can't do that either.
What you doing?
To it. Okay, instead of the one that is right behind me,
Mhm.
I'm going to attack the one that is further up, high up.
Okay. The one at the very top?
Yep.
Or the one that's near death?
Nope, the very top.
Okay.
And I will, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Go for it.
Nat 20 to hit, plus 9, so 29 to hit.
Yep.
Right. See, 4 damage, so it's doubled with the nat 20, right? So
Yep.
that's an 8.
That's only one beam. You get a second beam.
Alright. Let's see.
That's a miss on a nat 1.
Right.
From a nat 20 to a nat 1.
Yep. But
It's alright. This is kind of like how this combat's gonna go.
Ay.
I will,
Corey, you should have a third beam.
Oh, then a third beam. Go for it.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
well,
at
yeah,
one
I'm
level-
gonna do, I'm gonna wheel the one I missed. That only added a 2. Okay, never mind. All
Yeah,
right,
still a
so-
nat. I will let you save that because it's a nat 1 will always miss.
Okay. Alright, sorry. Then,
No worries.
Okay, so my third one,
14 hits.
14. Okay. Damage on that. 10.
Nice.
And then, as part of my starry form, since the 2 that I hit, it also gets 17 radiant damage to the one that hit,
Okay.
and an additional 13 to the other one.
Alrighty. They are definitely looking messed up. Does that complete your turn?
Let's see, yes, because I use my movement, action, bonus action. So, yep.
All of you feel the ground shaking, rumbling. And from the ground underneath, you see popping up and taking the wolf that Ares has grappled, ripping it out of his hands, in its mouth, this large worm,
Ew.
purple in color.
Oh no.
To get the fuck out of here.
As it's right next to Elkson. And it is going to... It's used its bite on the...
It's 4. If it's going for Oakson,
It
if it's
is.
going for Oakson, it gets a 4.
Okay. So that is a 18 to hit.
That'll hit the dire wolf.
Okay. That is a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay. 15.
15. That is a fail.
Oof.
That is 20 piercing damage. You're still up as the wolf with 5 hit points.
Yeah.
And then you take 48 poison damage. So, we're going to restore your transformation to Elkson. And you had 5 left, so minus 43.
Absorb elements.
Absorb elements, does that do poison?
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. No, damn it. Nope.
It is Handir's turn. Handir will look at both Corey who's sitting at 54 hit points. And then Elkson at 51. You're pretty even. But Corey's worse off, so Hundir is going to come up to Corey and cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. It's 21 points of healing towards you, Corey, which I've already added to your sheet.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Handir.
No problem, my child. You see the wolf that's up in the north that was hit with all this Eldritch Blast, sees this worm, and fucking bolts. He's gone.
Stupid.
Gone. And then you all feel more rumbling. As you see perhaps this worm was the baby.
God.
Miyagi.
Yeah. Oh dear.
The hell kind of mountain do you live on, Elkson?
This shit wasn't here when I was here. It
You
was
have
peaceful when I was there.
A bite coming towards you, Miyagi.
Oh dear.
Does an 18 hit?
Shield.
All right, you do not take the piercing and acid damage, and you are not swallowed. And then you see this tail comes out to sting you. Does a 19 hit?
For poison.
I'm shielded, so my AC is now 23.
So you do not take 17 piercing damage and 51 poison damage.
Jeez Louise.
Aren't you glad you used that fireball?
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck me.
Elkson, you're up.
Lovely. No fucking way we can fight these fucking things. But I'm not about to start running and leave other people stranded. So I'm gonna take the shield that Hondir gave me. I'm gonna take my fancy new rapier and I'm gonna stab the baby.
You pull out this hilt, and all it is a hilt, and you
Bonus action, yep.
you start to see it unfold and gear shift as crystalline formations and gemstones start to appear and spread into your blade. You have to move up 5 feet. Easily done. Go for it.
Okay. 14 plus 7, 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
Okay.
And I am going to move you back, but just know that you are 5 feet forward, because you would be underneath the token, and it makes issues for me.
So, that's 7 damage on the initial thing, and then I'm going to do the shock effect.
Okay.
So it takes 6 lightning damage and can't take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Very good. Very good. All right. Does that complete your turn? Don't you have an extra attack by now?
Do I have an extra attack?
At level 5 fighter, you do.
Oh, okay.
You're fully leveled
Then
up.
I'll do it again.
Kick his ass.
Have to get used to this. 10 plus 7 is a 17 to hit?
That hits.
Yay! Okay.
Y'all thought I was putting you up against winter wolves.
That's another 9 damage.
Okay.
And then fuck it, action surge. Do it again. Let's fuck
Go
up
for
this
it.
baby.
Go for it. It's barely injured, but let's go.
I know. That's 19 plus 7 is
It's-
26. Yep. That's 11 damage.
All right.
And then that's the 19 to hit.
Hits.
And that is another 9 damage.
Alrighty. It's injured.
Just stabbing the shit out of it. Shish kebabbing it. Very much just freaking out.
Does that complete your turn?
Yes.
All right. This winter wolf down by Corey is running. The worm would have used its reaction to attack it, but it doesn't. It can't right now. Corey, you may take an attack of opportunity, a melee attack of opportunity if you like.
The wolves.
Nah.
It's
The wolves
gone.
are not the problem.
Ares, your turn.
All right, so seeing these wolves erupt from the ground, my immediate concern is Miyagi.
As you see a bigger one that's right on Miyagi.
Yes. So I am going to shuffle past Elkson.
The wolf is not even taking an attack on you. It is running. It's not even
All right.
bothering with you.
So what I'd like to do is use my action to, as gently as I can in an emergency situation, throw Miyagi across the canyon as far as I can away from the worm.
All right, roll me a athletics check. Miyagi, do you want to resist?
No.
21.
Okay.
The cat just
So here's you can see the map, correct?
Yes.
Which direction are you throwing him?
To the right. So in where that little cavern, where that little pass
Right next to
is-
the other worm.
Well, is he within 5 feet of that worm?
Yes.
And that's as far as I could throw him?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to hope that it's focused on Elkson and not noticing the flying cat.
Okay.
You could always toss
It's
the
hard
rest
not
of
to
me.
notice a flying cat.
Force movement does not incur an attack of opportunity. So
Alright,
Miyagi,
and then
Be
you
able to take one anyways.
no, the bigger one can.
the bigger one could. Alright, and then I'm gonna use my action surge and try to distract this big worm by punching it.
Go for it.
Alright. Reckless.
Reckless, heard.
Although I know this will not work out well for me to do that. 27 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That's going to be for 11 striking, bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay, second attack. That was so close to a nat 20. Dirty 20.
Hits.
Okay. Oh, wait, well, that was reckless. Let me try again just to make sure. Alright, nope. So that was 13 bludgeoning.
Hit. All right. 13 heard.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to do an offhand strike. Or 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that'll be for 12 bludgeoning. And I'm supposed to be adding my rage bonus to this. So that would be an extra... What's my rage attack? 3? 1 sec. Plus 3, so that's an additional 9 bludgeoning on top of all the damage that I did.
All right. I added all that in.
Okay.
Does that complete your turn?
That completes my turn.
Oh, Miyagi, you're definitely prone, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
And it's your
Okay.
turn.
Alrighty. Standing up, he's like, why am I always thrown? What drops? Quick question, DM.
Yes.
Is there any way over in this area that if I were to cast a spell to drop rocks and basically entrap the creature?
This thing is rather large. It would take a lot to trap it. And seeing as it came from the ground, give me a quick intelligence check.
Alrighty, I'm good at those. dice are with me. $21.
21.
Good.
You can see some of the spittle coming out of its mouth, and it's kind of dissolving the rock. You're thinking that it might, even if you buried it under it's not going to be bothered by it.
Okay.
I know my turn is over, Night's Fall, but could I, as just a free action, just yell at everybody to run?
Sure.
Run!
Miyagi, I need you to give me a perception check.
Okay.
You get it because it's your turn right now.
That's terrible.
Okay, good enough.
Oh no, that's a 19.
Okay.
It's a 19. I thought I rolled
You see
a
the
natural
air above where this large purple worm is? You start to see some sparks of lightning.
Okay. Everyone, I think we need to run!
Do you stand up?
Yes, I stand up.
Yeah.
And let me see.
Run then.
That's what I'm doing.
Lead by example.
Over here. And Xbit will be coming with me.
All right,
Or try it.
Xbit gets an attack of opportunity on him.
Okay.
28
does
to
my
hit.
sentinel do anything about that?
You get to attack. Don't move, Xbit. Not yet. You get a free attack. That definitely
I'm
hits
gonna hold
Xbit. He
I'm gonna
takes
hold
24 piercing damage and 25 acid damage.
Okay.
Now you can move him.
Okay. It says fly speed. I think it's like 40,
30.
30.
Fly. Oh no, fly 40. 20 if he's walking.
Alright. I don't know how far you can move him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'll just move him right here.
Yep.
Eat.
Is that complete?
Action. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the big boy.
Go for it.
Has he tried biting me?
And he bit Xbit. You see him fluttering. He's barely up.
Oh, I don't mean to click on the Xbit. Let me click on Miyagi.
Yeah, Xbit's near death.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see the big one. I can see the smaller one.
The smaller one should be blocked by your vision here. Yeah, the smaller one's going to be blocked by your vision. It's not because I didn't build walls on this thing,
Gotcha.
but you could fire while you were still close, I'll say. So I'll move you back here for now.
Okay.
And you can fire it, and then you can move.
Alrighty.
Oh, by the way, your movement's half because you stood up. So you should probably only get to here.
I could also double my movement as a tabaxi.
That's true. 16 does not hit.
Alrighty. I still got 2 more beams. I'm just gonna roll the last beam.
Natural 20 hits.
So I rolled a 24 on the first one for 7 points of force damage, and then on the last one, which is the crit, I did piss poor. So that's 5 points of damage.
All right. Does that complete your turn?
Yeah, and then actually, as a bonus action, can I do healing light on Xbit?
Sure. How much?
Just a d6.
Okay.
D6.
Okay. From above this purple worm, you see blue a centralized storm, lightning crashing over and over. And you hear a roar. Just roar! And you see a familiar face. And you all have heard this roar before, Elkson and Miyagi.
Is it who I think it is?
Who do you think it is?
Is it Big Green? Is it Ath?
You see a female orc flying out of the portal.
No way.
No fucking way. Yeah!
As Ath has joined the party again, and I will fix the cameras right now, folks.
Oh, that's awesome.
So sorry I could not have the cameras ready to go here because this was a surprise to all my players. We have an Ath again.
That's excellent. Welcome back, Ath.
You are muted, Ath.
I had both Twitch and Discord playing, but hi, I'm back!
Welcome back. It's good to have you back.
And
Let's
Ath,
some shit.
you are raging right now? Why don't you go ahead and make some attacks?
It's loading, hold on.
Okay. We can do it on D&D Beyond.
Okay. Where am I?
If you look at Miyagi's stream in Discord, you should be able to see.
Oh, perfect. Okay, because I want to go towards Big Mama.
You're right in front of Big Mama.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to take my Court Slayer Great Axe. And I want to Great Weapon Master. And...
Reckless attack?
yes.
Miyagi.
No, maybe not reckless, because I don't want her to have advantage over me.
Okay.
$28 to hit.
28 hits.
And then 16 damage.
16 damage heard. Just getting all the correct stuff in place. Okay, 16 damage.
And then
That's your
second
first.
attack.
Yep, that's your first. Did you add your plus 10 on that 16 damage?
I did not, so that's 26. Okay.
And now you
attack.
can all can see that she's already in the tracker.
That's fantastic.
Second attack towards Big Mama is a 27 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And then a 26 damage.
26 heard. Now this thing's looking injured. It is this Winter Wolf's turn. Guess what it's doing?
Running.
Running away.
Don't I
Elkson,
get a third?
you don't get it. Oh, yes, you are frenzied. You get a third attack. Are you doing Great Weapon Master with this one as well?
Yes.
Okay,
Fuck it up!
minus 5 to hit, plus 10 to damage. Elkson, you can take an attack of opportunity on this wolf if you like.
That's not what you were doing.
Nope, not at all.
All right.
19 to hit.
19 hits. AC is 18 on the big one. Smaller one's easier
And
to hit.
then 20 damage.
You just fucked it up.
Mm-hmm, that's what I do.
Corey, it is your turn.
Right, so I'm gonna look at the mama and cast Blight.
Nice. Saving throw?
It is Constitution save 17.
Gets
Fails.
10. Oh.
Well, gets a 10. You mark it off. You said it.
Yep, I did. I'm marking it off now.
So if it rolls a 10, hold on. If it rolls a 10, then it gets a 21.
Oh, son of a bitch. Sorry, I fucked it up. That's
Yeah,
alright.
because I rolled a 5.
I thought it had piss poor con.
No, it has a really good con.
Fuck.
So it saves.
That's my bad. I take the L.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
I think we all take the L.
Well, it still takes half. So
Yes.
it's 8d8. So it would be 41. So it's half of 41. So 20.
20. Alrighty. Does that complete your turn?
Let's see. No. I will, see, I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna take a range attack. My archer form, so that is a 29 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And another 13 damage.
Alrighty, it's definitely fucked up. Badly injured.
And then I will...
Now you understand why I put these two things against you?
Yes, Ed. Let's see. Yeah, I think then I will use my movement and just kind of scoot down this way a little bit.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, it is now the little purple worm's turn. And it is going to go after Elkson, because that's the only one there right now. Bite attack. That is a 32.
Yeah, that hits.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God. Am I gonna get eaten again?
Yes, you are.
It's a natural one.
Nat 1, you see this worm almost fully extend, comes down on Elkson, pops back up, you don't see Elkson. Elkson, you take 21 piercing damage and 24 acid damage.
Whew. Able to use your absorb elements for some of that at least.
The acid?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes it halved, right?
Yep. So I'll add 12 hit points to you. You're at 18.
And then you're resistant to that too.
Alrighty, it is Handir's turn. What is Handir going to do? He sees Elkson get eaten. Handir, let's see what spells he has available. You know what? He is going to walk up to this purple worm and cast Inflict Wounds. And he is going to upcast that to level 5. The 23 to hit, which hits. That is 39 necrotic damage towards the purple worm. Now let me take a look at this bite. Has to take damage from the creature inside of it for it to regurgitate you.
It's about to.
It's this larger purple worm, and Ares, you know that you try to get its attention, and you see this hulking female orc rippling muscles with this massive axe that just hacked into it. It's not even paying attention to you now. It's paying attention to Ath.
think we're all paying attention to Ath.
So that's a 26 to bite Ath.
26 to bite me.
Yep.
Yeah, it hits.
That is 21 piercing damage, reduced to half, which is 10 damage. And 17 acid damage, which is not reduced. And I need you to do a dexterity saving throw. You do have advantage on it.
Okay. 13.
13. You see Ath is swallowed.
Oh, shit. Welcome back, Ath.
Of course.
All right, Elkson, it is your turn. And just so you know, you are blinded and you're restrained.
I don't need anything to do a breath weapon.
You do not. I would say it also has disadvantage on its saving throw from inside. It's a Constitution saving throw.
A dex save.
It's failing a dex save. You're inside of it. It
So
can't
that's
dodge.
That's gonna be 3d10. 15.
15 damage.
Ice
Hurt.
damage.
Okay.
Cold damage. Let's see, that's one of my attacks. I mean, I could try and stab it with the rapier, because I don't think I get 2 breath weapon attacks.
You do not, but you can definitely stab it. You can still attack it.
Yeah. Okay. That's a natural 20.
There you go.
Don't forget the D6 or the acid damage from your absorb elements.
Right. Let me roll
Which
that
is doubled
for
as well.
Okay, so that's 8 acid damage, and then the third is 7 doubled, 14 plus 3 is 17 damage, and
All right.
what am I?
It needs to do
to.
a Constitution saving throw.
Well, I'm also going to do.
Well, you just
Sure,
did more than
let's-
30, so it has to do a Constitution saving throw at 30 to see if it regurgitates you. It does
I was
not.
also going to do propulsion. The propulsion effect, so it takes a d8 of force damage
Nice.
and has to be roll a saving throw against that.
And that's doubled as well on the nat 20.
Okay, so that's only 4 doubled, 8 force damage.
And what's the saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
It's a 25.
That beats it. Damn, I tried.
And it does not regurgitate you. Ares, your turn.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay, so
Only
here's
if
what's
it gets
going
its
on.
turn.
Here's what's going on with Ares. So here Ares is just fighting this thing when the skies open up and the vision of a goddess comes in.
Oh, I knew
And
it was like all
he
about
sees
that.
his future wife just come in and lay some smack down on this creature.
By the way, Corey, your camera's off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to run my dog out
Okay.
quick, so.
And now that this monster's eaten it, Ares' sole mission is to save the mother of his children from this one. I am gonna go
Oh my
ahead.
Lanta, talk about love at first sight.
You know what? You get advantage on your first attack.
Awesome.
Like I can just see
But
the
are you
little heart,
attacking
like,
recklessly?
floating over
Yes,
his
I am
head.
attacking recklessly.
Your first one is a crit.
Hello.
Giving you a crit.
All right, so I'm gonna do crit damage, and I'm also gonna use my feature to add 4d12 to that.
Okay.
He
Again,
was
you.
just watching Az completely wreck this thing, but in his mind it was in slow mo with like romantic classical music playing.
You
It wasn't mine.
you see her. You see Ath whip her hair around. Maybe give you a blink. You know, a little wink. That may or may not be imagined.
43 points of bludgeoning damage.
43.
I got little hearts floating around me. It's fine.
You know what? Normally, it has to be from the creature inside, but because of that massive damage, I'm going to go ahead and give it a saving throw on that.
Okay.
And it fails. You see Ath get vomited up.
So though she doesn't see it, I blow her a kiss. I'm just like, mwah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and strike it again.
Ath, you totally see that.
Did you just what?
Here we go. Second attack.
And this is probably the
Totally.
most ripped man you have ever seen in your life.
I
She
totally
just looks
forgot
at him
I was
up and
supposed to have a
down.
third.
Like, there's no 6-pack, it's a 12-pack.
All right, so that is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
All right.
Ath just starts to feel warm all over. As she
10 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to strike one more time. That'll be for a 25.
25
And
hits.
I'm keeping track of my hit dice, and I am going to use 2 more.
Okay.
So, still have plenty of hit dice, but I am pushing it here. So, let's see.
I totally forgot I was supposed to have a third attack. I need to get used to fighter.
So, 14 plus... 20 points bludgeoning damage.
It is still up.
All right, and that will... there's no space between the worm and Ath, right?
Well, she is... roll a d20. Odds, yes. Evens, no.
Okay. That's a not 1, so... it's an
Odds,
odd.
yes. Evens, no.
I'm gonna run and shield Ath with my body.
Okay.
My hero.
Because you get spit out 10 feet away from the worm, so it can be, anyway. All right, Miyagi, it is your turn. You do not see what happened to Elkson because of where you're at, positioned on the map.
Yeah.
Xpit, however, saw, and Xpit will say, "Boss, the little worm ate the little dragon."
Oh dear. Okay.
Like 8.
So, Miyagi
You don't have many girlfriends. You gotta go save her.
Miyagi will push past Xpit and
Like, seriously, nobody has ever paid any attention to you. You better save her.
Alright, okay, so here we go. I am using Magic Missile 5th level as a bonus action on Quicken Spell. So let me mark off 2 sorcery points. That's 14 points of damage. No, wait. 3 times 7.
21.
21 points of damage.
How do you want to do this? That was its health exactly.
I am going to just litter it with holes. So I'm going to raise my hand up, and then you watch as beads of force energy sort of spiral in his hand, and they just fire out.
All right, you see these missiles go out, and every single one of them hits the same spot. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Elkson.
That is a 21.
You see a hole, and you're able to climb out of it. And
Push out
luckily,
with my shield and just
because its next move was going to burrow, it was going back down underground.
That's my bonus action. As my action, 3 Eldritch Blasts coming towards the big boy.
Go for it. Near death. 26 hits.
8 points of force damage. Second one. That's just 2 points.
Still up.
Come on. another 2 points of force damage.
Its hit points remaining were exactly 2. How do you want to do this? Miyagi finally does not get his kill stolen. He got both of them.
So with his right hand, he formed the magic missiles. With his left hand, you watch as 3 orbs of gray light just sort of come up in a line. One hit in the face, one hit in the stomach, and then let's just go to where, if this were a humanoid, where the testicles were. Just 3 giant holes. Just boop, boop, boop.
Ares, you get guts splattered over you.
Nice.
Am I clean?
You are clean because Ares shielded you. And with that, combat has ended.
I'll just put just put her hand on his shoulder and be like, "Thank you."
And now I need to fix the cameras on this screen.
Then is just going to try and start slopping off all of the just nastiness that is covering her right now.
Guys, I did it! Oh, yes!
What did you do?
Yes.
That was awesome, Miyagi.
Happened?
The hero saved the day, as one does. Absolutely.
Great job, Miyagi. She's still just trying to clean up.
And you see Ath there, Alexon.
As soon as she sees Ath, she's forgetting about cleaning up and runs over and hugs her. Covered in stuff still.
Missed you guys.
It's been so long!
It's been so long!
We have so much to catch up on.
Yes, we do. As you see, half of Alex's face is like marred horribly.
I think there's some healing that needs to happen just in case anything comes popping out of the woodwork here.
Yes, please. Usually the winter wolves and the dire wolves are the worst you have to worry about around here. Not sure where these came from.
Oh, yes, let
I
me...
could have made one my pet, but apparently no. I will do Cure Wounds on Elkson at 3rd level.
Handir will do a 4th level Prayer of Healing spell.
You get 21 points back.
Everyone gets 24 healing.
Oh, nice. That puts me back at full health.
I'm 3 points away.
I am 2/3 of the way. I took a lot of damage.
You got the 21 I gave you, right?
You said 2/3?
Yep. Yeah.
I'll throw Elkson a superior healing potion.
That's fine, Ath. You keep it. You're gonna be...
Oh, no, let me. I will do some more healing. As Handir will then cast Cure Wounds. He will do this at 4th level as well on Elkson. It's going to be only 18.
Take it.
What's your total now?
I'm at 81 out of 94.
Okay.
So I'm good.
And Miyagi
I'm gonna
will
go to
Cure Wounds on Ixbit.
I'm gonna check on my dragon, my Crimson and Ignis.
They are shaken up, but they're okay.
I try and soothe them and feed them and talk to them.
Alright. So.
Wait, Ath, meet my friends. And shows her the 2 little dragons. It's a pseudo dragon and a baby dragon.
You got... Can I hold them?
I'm gonna look at Elks and be like,
this is my big friend, Ares.
Ares, describe yourself.
So I do that thing where I cross my arms and I puff up the muscles, and I'm like, pleasure to meet you.
Ath.
Hello,
She was our strongman, so to speak, before you arrived.
A woman of beauty and strength. You are a vision in green. You are radiance itself.
Ath has never been flirted with before, so she just like takes this and she's like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much."
Aries has no chill when it comes to the flirting. It's all over the top.
As her green skin just like turns like a slight like greenish red. She's just like blushing.
And you see, she has 2 great axes that she carries on her back,
She sure does.
and she has this
Oh, on her
mantle of
back.
bear fur.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
You know,
Oh
I
my
can't.
gosh.
I'm just picturing like in Looney Tunes where they have like the heart just kind of boing, boing, boing,
Yep.
boing.
Yeah.
Ath, you do a quick scan, and you've been fighting for a while. He might be stronger than you.
yeah.
And he was punching the worm. He wasn't using a weapon. He was punching.
Oh, I saw what you did there, Aries. That was pretty impressive.
You were impressive with the axe. You were just like, look at me, I'm green goddess. Yeah! It was amazing. Elxin couldn't do that. Elxin got swallowed, but you're amazing.
You know,
No, you don't. Mm-hmm.
Elxin,
And
you know
Elxin will just
you
hop
know it's
away.
Just let him have it.
you know, something I've always said is you don't fuck with my friends.
wise words from a beautiful lady.
Well, now kindly you will be included in that.
You as well. If you need the muscle berries, not that I'm saying you do, because you are quite impressive, but the muscle berries, it's here for you.
Sharing that muscle around a lot.
As a player, I suck at flirting in general.
I am also awful at flirting, but I am going for all the
This
ham I
is-
could muster.
This is glorious.
Xpit gets
You're
on.
not supposed to say to a girl. 'cause you don't
Xpit
wanna
gets
scare her up.
on Miyagi's shoulder. It's like, hey boss, maybe they can do a double date with you, or maybe they are going to be married.
Elsie just meanders over to Miyagi, ignoring the other 2 now.
So this whole time watching this whole altercation go down, it's like, maybe I should pick up some tips from Aries. I mean, but how would the children work? And I'm saying this aloud.
And
like,
you're hearing
What
that, Elkson.
What are you talking about, Miyagi?
Oh, me and Xpit are talking about how they would make a good couple and how we should go on a double date. I support this, but let's try not to piss them off because they
What?
could.
But you were just saying something about children.
Oh yes, he wants to have children with you.
Dear.
Ath will hear this and just turn around. Ath will just hear this, turn around, and be like, "Cat boy!" and then just run and tackle him.
I die. Oh, don't squeeze too hard! Don't squeeze too hard! Oh, you're quite
Kiss your furry self.
At this point, I'm just getting thrown around.
Tail got stepped on.
You know, like the Hulk in the movie, just like.
Puny god. Okay,
Oh, goodness.
so what are you all doing?
That wolf that got bit, that we fucked up and then got bit by the worm, is it still around?
Maybe in the gullet.
I mean, I crawled out of the gullet. Did I see it?
Oh yeah.
Are we able to retrieve its fur, and is it even worth it? Like, is it coated in acid, or could we
Ye-
fashion some sort of something out of it?
You have to start dissecting the worm to find out.
That's not Aries' strong suit.
I got this, and I'll take out my javelin and just.
I have been inside that worm long enough.
All right, give me a survival check, Ath.
Okay.
Yelkson, is the acid from its gut keeping you warm?
I mean, I wasn't cold to begin with. I'm from here.
Miyagi, experiment, and I throw the acid at it.
8.
8.
Yeah.
You find something hard that you can't cut through with the javelin, because javelin's pointy. I mean, you're just pointing and you're trying to rip through it, but you find it's weird. It's like a stone or something inside.
Anybody got something else stronger?
Can I reach my fist in?
Sure.
Is it an attack to punch through the stone, or
No, you just
grab-
reach in and there is something hard there. Like it's about the size of your fist.
I'm gonna grip it with my hand and try to rip it out.
You rip it out, and in your hand you see a rough diamond the size of your fist.
Nice.
I give it to Ath.
Immediate. Oh my god.
And
I try to clean it up as best I can, but I don't have.
And Ixbit is flying over. He proposed! He proposed! He proposed!
So hearing that, Miyogi's going to use prestidigitation to do, like, hearing that around the diamond, and there's just gonna be like a little sparks that just come off of it, like just.
Elkson is just going to druid craft a little like bouquet for Ares to hand to her as well.
All around that you hear.
Immediately gets married.
All around that you hear the song from the Little Mermaid, "Kiss the Girl."
Oh, by the way, Ath, I've activated your character in the campaign again. You are no longer inactive.
Yay.
So, should we go try and make it to the village, or
Yeah, let's get out of here, please.
I don't know what to deal with anymore.
I mean, are you still? You're not messing with the worm anymore?
I'm gonna make one more attempt to try to get the fur because I don't want my friends to die. So I'm gonna try to get a fur so I could at least one of them could be warm. Yeah, I'll reach in and try to get a fur.
I need you to take a look at your D&D Beyond sheet, Ath, and look at your equipment. I added the diamond, and it is custom because of how much it cost. You can see the cost in gold points. Gold pieces.
Where is it? I can't find it.
It is in your equipment. You might have to refresh your screen.
So, are we heading to this town or not?
Yeah, let's get going.
Well, you see Ares starting to rip.
Hand.
Starting to rip. You see, you also saw Brittany's or Ath's expression there.
I just immediately fall in love with Ares.
You see Ares like ripping into this worm. I need a survival check from you. Or an investigation, your choice.
They're both the same score, so
Does anybody want to assist or guidance with this?
please do.
I'll assist.
I will.
Please do. Not much better. That's a 10.
A 10. You find a hunk of unworked ore of an unknown metal.
This one, because it doesn't seem to be nearly as pretty, I'm just going to hold on to.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's the biggest rock I could have ever gotten.
Yeah, the diamond's worth 20,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Uncut.
That's love.
Well, that
I'm
should
glad Suzin's not
get us
around.
through several like dead
Zen.
characters coming back.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And that's uncut.
Ares is not uncut.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that took me a second. Oh god.
I fucking love you, Joey!
So, there may be more. That's only in the smaller worm. You guys still have the bigger worm to go for.
Okay,
Oh,
do we want to check out this worm? You found a fucking diamond.
yeah, I think we should check it out.
Worth investigating.
Okay, I need someone to do either an investigation or a survival check. Only
I
one
can do a
person.
survival check.
I get a
I'll do it.
+5 to investigation.
I mean, go ahead and I can assist you.
That's fine. Okay.
16.
You, with a 16, you rip open this gullet, and you find a couple skeletons in there. You find a leather belt that is not damaged by the acid. I'm sorry, correction. You find a set of gauntlets that are not bothered by the acid, and a hammer, a war hammer.
Okay. Well, it's no diamond, but it's gauntlets and a warhammer.
Dude, would you like me to see if it's magical? It wasn't harmed by poison. It doesn't look like it, at least.
Yeah, that's pretty unusual. Sure, if you want to take the time to do it.
I could spare
Do
this.
it later.
Yeah, let me just. I will just take out the wand and be like, fibbity bobbity boo, and cast Identify on the gauntlets.
These are gauntlets of ogre power. Your strength score is 19 when you wear these gauntlets. It has no effect if your strength is 19 or higher without them.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo on the other thing, the hammer?
This is Hammer of Thunderbolts. You gain a +1 to attack with and damage rolls with this weapon. You must be wearing a belt of giant strength, any variety, and the gauntlets of ogre power to attune to this weapon. The attunement ends if you take off either of those items. While you're attuned to this weapon while holding it, your strength score increases by 4 and can exceed 20 but not 30. When you roll a 20 on an attack roll made with this weapon against a giant, the giant must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or die. The hammer also has 5 charges. While attuned to it, you can expend 1 charge to make a ranged weapon attack with the hammer, hurling it as if it had the thrown property, with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the attack hits, the hammer unleashes a thunderclap audible at 300 feet. The target and every creature within 30 feet of it must succeed a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn. The hammer regains 1d4 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn.
I will regurgitate all of that. I'm broken. Like, as a player, I'm like,
Yeah, same.
It's as if someone was trying to beef up a fighter in strength.
By the way, would enough time have passed with my armor to be up to full health again?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Oh, and a correction on your armor, it does not require attunement.
Okay.
These might come in handy for you.
Yeah, that if y'all are okay with me having them,
We insist.
Yeah, it's only good for all of us if the stronger one of us is, the stronger all of us are. So yeah,
Got
you're
these
welcome
babies.
to them.
And
You'll be part of the strong club. With me and Ath.
So what are they called? How do I add them?
I'm adding them to your sheet right now. You're unable to attune to the hammer yet because you do not have a belt of giant strength. However, you do have the gauntlets of ogre power, and if you refresh your screen, you'll see them already attuned to you if you would like to attune to them. And I'm adding the Hammer of Thunderbolts right now. It is a maul. It is a two-handed hammer. And on that note, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. So stay with us and we'll continue on the story. We'll be right back. we are back and live. So, our party had just faced off against a pair of purple worms. Well, actually, they faced off against wolves, who then said nope and ran from the purple worms. And they had a former party member return from who knows what she was doing. Nobody's asked her.
A portal in the freaking sky.
Yep. Nobody's asked her. You have dissected the worms and obtained what you could. Elkson, as soon as you put those gauntlets on and you take some time and focus, you feel strength that you have never felt before. You lift up that hammer, the maul, easily with one hand. And while it doesn't feel good in your hands yet, you put it back. But you feel strong. Let's continue on with our story.
So, town, village, wherever we're going?
Yes, let's walk and talk. Because I'm grateful that you're here. Why did you just appear out of the sky, and how?
So, funny story. My mother actually was turned into a banshee. And the player DM, I don't remember the name of the person. What they were.
The name of the person who kidnapped, tortured, and did unspeakable things to your mother. That individual was, and I need you to write this down, was called Lord Terenith. He was an Eladrin who was seeping Shadowfell energies into the Feywild and created his own domain that was a mixture of the Feywild and the Shadowfell. He was a vampire. In fact, I would say that you probably have that stake wrapped around your neck. So you would see Ath. Well, I'll leave that up to you. That stake that went through his heart before you dismembered him and you burned his body. What did you do with it? And you still have it.
Yeah. I think I am gonna wear it around my neck as a trophy.
You see this wooden stake, sharpened with a little bit of blood stains on it, wrapped with a cord of leather around her neck. So feel free to fill in any gaps to the players that you want.
Okay. So, funny story, Elkson. I found who kidnapped my mother, and he was an elf, and he did unspeakable things to her. And so I took it upon myself, and I got revenge for my own mom. And if you look, this stake that I have on me was the last thing that ever touched him. Alive, that is.
Well, I'm sorry for your mother, but I am glad that you got revenge for her.
Yeah, she spoke to me afterwards, and she told me that you guys were in trouble, and that I needed to come and help you guys. And so she used the last of her essence to open a portal for me, so I can come help.
That is incredibly sweet of her. We're actually on our way to try and save my mom.
Mommy issues.
And I promise you, we might have not have been able to save mine, but we will try to save yours.
She's just gonna kind of like grip onto her shield a little bit tighter in her hand.
You hear some creaking. You're like, oh wait, I'm stronger now.
Thank you. A lot has happened while you've been gone.
I'm a clone.
I slayed the dragon. I held the dragon's tooth up.
He has a dragon's fang. It's huge.
Yep, that's true. We fought a dragon. Ares killed it. Miyagi had some daddy issues that we're still working on. He went through a whole fire cleanse thing, but some
I
of
met
us
a
are,
god.
yeah, we met a god. Some of us are connected to gods or something. And oh yeah, Miyagi and I are dating now.
Oh. So
Yeah,
now
they're
we're together.
engaged.
Well, there's this weird love triangle because apparently Elkson is also in love with a cougar. But I don't think it's serious.
No, I am not. No, I'm not.
Like a literal cougar?
What was it?
I mean,
What
how
was
would that work?
Elkson?
Cougar. She was all like,
No,
I fight
no.
war by myself because I'm brave woman and I want to impress Elkson with my lady part. You remember?
No, that's not what that
Oh,
was.
yes!
I'm sorry, yes.
It's okay.
What
I'll
was
whisper.
Ath gonna whisper? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna lean over and whisper to Elkson. Maybe I can take him away from you guys and make him bother me.
I mean, go for it. I mean, first time we met him, he challenged Miyagi to a drinking contest in my honor. He has a thing for, big, strong women. He realized that I'm not strong, so he moved off that boat.
Oh, so he's just trying to tittle-tatty around the party, huh?
No, never flirted with Corey.
That makes...
You don't know who Corey is.
I don't know who Corey is.
Oh, and ask Corey, ask.
Corey, go ahead and describe your character.
Let's see. She is probably about, I'm trying to remember her description now. She's like about 5'7", 5'8", I think. Very long, platinum blonde hair. She has like dermal piercings throughout her skin, everywhere that you can see, in like constellation type shapes. Lots of earrings in her ears, rings on her fingers. Still in starry form, so like
She's like a universe.
yeah, I'm like
That's
a
what I was
universe.
picturing.
Walking universe. But yeah, I think the most striking thing is the stars.
Ath will reach out her hand and say, "Hi, Corey. My name is Aurora, the Haunted. Ath for short. You can call me whatever you like. But it is nice to meet you. Any friend of theirs is a friend of mine."
Nice to meet you too. I haven't been with the party for long, but we've been doing well, and so I'm glad to have an extra person along to kind of help with things. Seems like everywhere we go, it's hitting the fan.
Yeah, that's the life sometimes.
Elkson will kind of lean over it to ask this time. Oh, and as far as the tea on Ares, he likes to drink a lot. He is as strong as he looks. And I'm pretty sure when he described his ideal woman a while ago while he was drunk, it matched you to a T. So, pretty sure you're his dream come true.
Ath will just smile and just keep her thoughts to herself because they're not very appropriate.
All right, so we're coming to a close for tonight here shortly, just because it is already 11. I wanted to set the stage for the next session. I know we just had a break, but I kind of wanted to get Ath in and give everybody a chance to get some RP in. So I'm going to give this. Approaching the outskirts of town. The sounds that you expect to hear, children at play, adults at work, even passing wildlife is absent to your ears. Your eyes confirm the fear in your heart, Elkson. Before you stands the remnants of a cottage. The roof is caved in. The portions of exterior walls are smashed, exposing the interior. You remember the family that stayed here. There's a woodsman by the name of Alfred. He was the one who gave you your first lessons with a bow. His wife, Deandrin, who made the most wonderful honeycomb snacks and treats that she shared with everybody. And their children, Alec, Tobin, and Shaylin. And you see that this cottage, which is on just the outskirts of the town, has been utterly decimated. And on that note, we will end our story for tonight. So, we're going to end our story how we end all of our stories and all of our sessions, with bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, questions answered, and we're going to go for the emotional damaged one after that that paragraph. Elkson!
Respectfully, fuck you.
Don't miss next week.
No kidding. I knew it. That's why she didn't want to know if they were gonna make it in time. She knew.
I will say this. Elkson is due for some luck. And I know this. It can't always be
saying that.
Just saying. It's not always bad.
It seems pretty bad.
But bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, questions answered.
That is my only gripe. Respectfully, fuck you.
Next, we're gonna go.
Great RP. It was a fun session. It was a nice, challenging combat. I got eaten again. That's.
Next, we're gonna go for Wizard Cat Dragon.
I didn't take any damage and I killed 2 creatures and they weren't stolen. Woo!
I'll fix that next session.
No, it was a great session. It's just let me have my moment.
You got your moment. Next, we're gonna go for Corey.
A little nervous about that star thing.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's totally nothing. Just my imagination.
Exactly.
But yeah, excited to get to meet a new party member and try to figure out how to calm Ares down a bit so he doesn't.
Ares flirting was like the best part of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and give Ares some inspiration for next session. Which means that's a free reroll on anything.
Nice.
Oh, because he fell in love with me.
I'm gonna
Next.
need it for what I got planned.
Next, we have Ares.
Ares is he's torn. At the one hand, he has met the love of his life, and he has a new quest now to woo her. But Elkson has suddenly become stronger than him, and he's not cool with that. So he's going to have to figure out what to do.
Elkson's only has a 19 strength.
For now.
For now.
Until she gets that hammer.
Or that belt, yeah.
That belt. So Ares is going to have to figure out a way to make even stronger, because if he can get outstrengthed by weak dragon girl, he's never going to win Green Goddess.
So basically, you're looking for like
2 belts.
Steroids.
Yeah.
I need to be Ares 2 belts.
You need medieval steroids.
And last but not least, we have our returning player, Ath.
I loved it. I've missed it so much. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, oh my goodness. I love playing D&D with you guys.
Well,
I really missed you too.
Please join us next Monday. I know that our schedule's been kind of, wonky, and I do apologize for that, but unfortunately we do have, this doesn't pay the bills for any of us. In fact, it cost me a good bit of money to put all this on. But that's not the point. The whole point is to share the story and hopefully reach some more people to show how great just any TTRPG is with the right group. So we're going to be trying to go on our 2 week on, 1 week off. So we have our game today, then we have our game next Monday, and then the following one will be our day off. Hopefully we have Autistic Gamer Sean who can join us. As a closing note, I will reiterate what I said at the top of our broadcast. The world is a better place when everybody stands up and has the courage to be themselves. If we were all the same, the world would be boring as fuck. Be true to you. And if people don't accept that, you need to get other people in your life. Anybody want to say anything else or expand on that? I'll take that as a no.
You're not a product of your environment. You're whoever you want to be.
Absolutely. So with that, we're going to raid. We're going to raid a friend of the channel who is online right now. Please stand around. We're going to be raiding Sir Kits. You all have a good night. Thank you for joining us. And we are raiding.
I was playing that rogue game.
Yep.
Night's Ball. How was D&D today?
That was definitely a fun session, though.
That was.
From the fighting, the flirting, to a home being destroyed.
I came in and whooped some ass just like I needed to do.
You sure did.
Oh, man.
I love how Ares is like, I'll protect you, and keeps you clean from the giant worm exploding, and then I'm just
Then you
like,
just-
get splat.
Just saying, Brian, that was a badass entrance that you came in.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yes, it was.
I thought that would have been fun for you.
Yo, thank you.
It was.
It's like Edmund showing up on the top of a wall for a war.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then transform it midway through. It was so badass.
So yeah, we've known for a couple days now that Ath was returning, and I wanted to have a nice surprise for you all. So
I still cannot stop.
I know, and you're the one who redid the artwork.
I know, you completely had me fooled. You're like, oh yeah, we just want to gift it to her because she's a friend of the channel. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Didn't think twice about it.
And you know, with how close me and Josh are, and with how much we talk, it's so hard to keep it from him.
Oh yeah.
So hard.
We literally talked before game, and I was gushing about how much we missed for it, and I cannot stop smiling.
You got duped.
I got played.